Hi guys, a lot of you have been requesting a way to craft a +3 bow with vicious projectiles. The same one or something similar to the one I have in game. So I made a little how-to text and I have a little paste bin that I will put below the video. So let's get started. So what do you need? Let's just go over this little text. You need a eye level 82 elder bow, preferably. You can go with anything from 68, 80 and above, but you get all the best rolls at 82. So get that. Get yourself at least an 80 out. You can do it with lower, but get at least an 80, right? So anything above 80 plus. So what happens if you get anything that's not an 82? At 80 and 81, you don't get all the different rolls that you could possibly benefit from. So I'll show you which one those are. And you probably would like these. So bow, you see here, item 82, additional arrow on the suffix. And then you have the AoE as well, which is also really good on Toxic Rain, which is also 82. So if you don't get an 82, if you get anything below that, you can't actually hit that. If you get above 82, you then enable mods like these that you don't want, so you could potentially hit these, making it harder to roll the bow. Stuff like Merciless as well. Where's that? Physical damage, right? You can hit the Merciless and you can hit the Dictators. It's not the worst thing to go above. I would say it's better to go above than below, because the +1 arrow is pretty big. The same thing with AoE. So get yourself a nice 82 bow, and if you really can't find one, going a little higher doesn't matter. And if you really can't find one higher or lower, go lower. Then you want the highest attack speed as well, because the skill scales with attack speed. It's a dot that scales with attack speed. I know it's weird, but that's how it goes. So I personally think that Thickets, Groves, and Short Bows are better than all the Maraketh bows, even though that they have more movement speed. I would say Maraketh bows are like great for CA, but not for Toxic Rain. Prepared with a fossil. As you can see in game, I got 27%. The perfect fossil rolls anywhere between 16 and 30, so don't go too overboard with this. It just makes it a little easier to socket at link. Make sure you have someone that can craft cannot roll attack mods. And note this is pretty expensive. I suspect that it will take you anywhere from 3 to 5k alterations and 100 regals and scours. I've heard people do it in 100, and I've heard people not getting it in 15,000. So I mean, big variance here. So don't get mad when you don't get it. Just get really happy when you do in a few. Okay, step number 1, and so all of this I will make a little paste bin, and you can follow if you don't want to watch the video. But I will make the actual. We'll go over here, and I'll show you how to actually craft it. So imagine this is your bow, and now we're going to alterate. So you sit there and you transmute, alterate. I recommend that you augment every time if you don't have a prefix. Always try and hit the prefix, or always get the prefix. If you get the prefix and it's bad, don't augment. But if you get a suffix and it's bad, augment to get the prefix. Augments are, I ran out of alterations all the time, never ran out of augments. So let's say you hit the +2. So there are two things. You can hit it one of two ways. You can hit the +2 first, or you can hit the Vicious Projectiles. It's called Physical Projectile Attack in PoB. This is the Vicious Projectiles in game. It's just PoB is not updated with this. So you can hit either of these two. That's fine. Any other, if you get +1, if you get culling or any other thing, no, it's not good enough. These are the only two things that are good enough on the prefix. So let's say you hit this, you hit anything on the suffix, doesn't matter, you regal, and now you hit the +2. Boom, now you're in business, right? This is like 3,000 alterations in, you've thrown away like 80 regals, and you're like, finally we got it. Okay, what do you do now? Now there are two things you can do. You can make the slightly better outcome, like a chance of a better outcome, and there's a slightly cheaper one. So the slightly cheaper one is simple. You craft cannot roll attack mods, the Catarina 8 mod, you craft it on here. Then you can see there's a prefix and suffix left. You put 1 exalt on it. If it hits the prefix, that will always go +1. If it doesn't, and it hits a random non-attack mod, so it could not be arrow, it cannot be blind, it cannot be attack speed, it could be another resist. Okay, now you have to exalt again. Second exalt, boom, will hit. You remove cannot roll attack mods, and you craft on attack speed if you have not gotten this yet. Right, so that goes up to 12%. The other slightly more, the more consistent and expensive one to try and get slightly better results is, let's say we have this start. So now what you do is you craft any prefix, right, from your Tora, and then you put an exalt on it. Do not do it twice, just one time exalt. Because now you could potentially hit, and let's say we hit it big, additional arrow. This is now able to spawn because we don't have cannot roll attack mods. You then remove the Tora mod, cannot roll attack mods here, and then you put a single exalt again. Boom. Now you have the +3 with the good suffix, and now you craft on attack speed again. And your bow is done. Voila. That's how you do it. So there is, if you are not satisfied with the suffixes, you can remove the crafted attack speed or whatever else you crafted on there. You can put or prefixes cannot be changed, and then you can scour once. Then all the good prefixes you have are going to remain, and you're going to remove all the 3 suffixes. Now you can put an exalt on it. You can exalt it twice. And then if none of those hit anything good, you can put prefixes cannot be changed and scour again. If you hit 2 good things, you can then you could finish it up with attack speed or with dot damage or whatever you like. And that is, I think, basically it. Yes. Putting on the cannot roll attack mod is 1x. And then, so the cheap version will cost you at least 2, maybe 3. The more, the one where you go for slightly better odds of getting a better bow is 3x every time. Because you have to exalt it twice plus the mod. And that's it. Enjoy!